So let's talk about Pierce Brosnan's second outing as 007 in Tomorrow Never Dies. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews presents the summer of 007. So greetings my fellow YouTubers and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to as the Big D, so I'm going to be bringing to you another James Bond movie review. If you've not seen my reviews for the first 17 movies plus the rankings of the Sean Connery and Roger Moore films, click on the card, that'll take you to the playlist coming up right about now, there we go. And that way you can catch what you might have missed or see them again if you'd like. But anyway, I really do think this is going to be another good review. Okay, let me give you a few more seconds, and that'll do it. Alright, now let's get on with Tomorrow Never Dies. Released in 1997 by MGM-UA. The 18th James Bond film, second to star Pierce Brosnan. The film was directed by Roger Spottiswoode, Canadian British director who was best known for directing films such as Terror Train, The Best of Times, Air America, and let's see, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, and Turner and Hooch. Oh yeah, he'd also go on to direct The Sixth Day. This time around, Bond is out ready for another mission as he attempts to stop Elliot Carver, a power-mad media mogul, from engineering world events to initiate World War III. Yes. Produced by Michael G. Wilson, who was involved in the last one, Barbara Broccoli. This was the first Bond film made after the death of her dad, producer Albert R. Broccoli, to whom the film pays tribute to him in the end credits. Anyway, here we go. MI6 sends James Bond agent 007 into the field to reconnoiter a terrorist arms bazaar on the Russian border. Despite M's insistence of letting 007 finish his reconnaissance, Royal Navy Admiral Roebuck orders his frigate HMS Chester to fire a harpoon missile at the bazaar, and Bond then discovers two nuclear torpedoes mounted on an L-39 Albatross, and is forced to pilot the L-39 away seconds before the bazaar is destroyed by the missile because the missile is out of range to be aborted. Media Baron Elliot Carver starts his plans to use an encoder obtained at the bazaar by his henchman, cyber terrorist Henry Gupta, to provoke war between China and the UK. Mechaning the GPS signal using the encoder, Gupta sends the frigate HMS Devonshire off course into Chinese-occupied waters in the South China Sea, where Carver's stealth ship, commandeered by Mr. Stamper, ambushes it, sinking it in the process, and steals one of its missiles, while shooting down a Chinese J-11 fighter jet. Investigating the scene and killing off the Devonshire's survivors with weaponry loaded with Chinese ammunition. The British Minister of Defense orders Roebuck to deploy the fleet to investigate the sinking of the frigate and demanding retaliation, leaving M only 48 hours to investigate its sinking and avert a war. M sends Bond to investigate Carver because MI6 became suspicious of him after he releases news articles about the crisis hours before the Vietnamese government had learned of it. Bond travels to Hamburg to seduce Carver's wife, Paris, who is also an ex-girlfriend of Bond's from many years before, to get information that would help him enter Carver's newspaper headquarters. He defeats three of Stamper's men and cuts Carver off the air during the inaugural broadcast of his satellite network. Carver then discovers the truth about Paris, and Bond orders both of them killed. Excuse me, I got carried away. Meanwhile, at Bond's hotel room, he and Paris reconcile. The next day, she provides him the information he needs to infiltrate Carver's newspaper factory to recover the GPS encoder. Bond goes to the newspaper factory, and steals the encoder. While he is gone, Carver's assassin, Dr. Kaufman, kills Paris. After Bond returns to find Paris' body, Kaufman attempts to shoot him. Bond is able to kill Kaufman and escape, protecting the encoder. And now to the final act and the ending. You know the procedure like always. 5 seconds to sub this video. Go to the description box below. If you've seen the movie already, continue on. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. At a U.S. Air Force base in Okinawa, Bond learns that the encoder had been tampered with and goes to the South China Sea to investigate the wreck, which was actually in Vietnamese waters. He and Wai Lin, a Chinese Ministry of State security agent on the same case, explore the sunken ship and discover one of its cruise missiles missing. But after reaching the surface, they are captured by Samper and taken to the CMGN Tower in Saigon. They soon escape and decide to collaborate on the investigation. The two contact the Royal Navy and the People's Liberation Army Force, Air Force, to explain Carver's scheme. Carver plans to destroy the Chinese government with the stolen missile, allowing a Chinese general to step in and stop war between Britain and China, both of which will have waged a naval war. Once the conflict is over, Carver will be given exclusive broadcasting rights in China for the next century. Finding Carver's stealth ship, they board it to prevent him from firing the missile at Beijing. During the attempt, Wai Lin is captured, forcing Bond to devise a second plan. Bond captures Gupta to use as his own hostage, but Carver kills Gupta, claiming he has outlived his contract. Bond detonates an explosive, damaging the ship and rendering it visible to the Chinese and British Navy's radars and vulnerable to a subsequent Royal Navy attack, while Wai Lin disables the engines. She is recaptured by Stamper. Bond kills Carver with his own sea drill and attempts to destroy the warhead with detonators. But Stamper attacks him and sends a chained Wai Lin into the water. Bond traps Stamper in the missile firing mechanism and saves Wai Lin as the missile explodes, destroying the ship and killing Stamper. Bond and Wai Lin share a romantic moment amidst the wreckage as HMS Bedford searches for them. End of story. So what do I think of Tomorrow Never Dies? Well, since I've seen it a few times, I'm going to say it's not too bad. Considering it got mixed reviews, it did do well at the box office. And it did surpass GoldenEye, as it went on to make $333 million worldwide. It got released in the US on December 97th. Unfortunately, it was the first of Brosnan's films not to open at number one because it opened the same day as the monster hit Titanic came out. Yep. But anyway, aside from Brosnan's return as 007, the rest of the cast includes Johnathan Pryce as Carver, Michelle Yeoh as Wai Lin, Terri Hatcher, who of course most of y'all recently did Lois Lane on TV's Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, and of course she'd later go on to be on TV's Desperate Housewives as Paris. Joe Don Baker once again returns as Jack Wade. Ricky Jay plays Henry Gupta, and Guts Otto plays Richard Stamper, Carver's henchman. We have Desmond Llewellyn back as Q, Dame Judi Dench as M, and Samantha Bond as Miss Moneypenny. Yep. But anyway, let's see. And Vincent Schiavelli as Dr. Kaufman. Colin Salmon as M's Deputy Chief of Staff, Charles Robinson. That's about it. Anyway, it still was a pretty fun movie. I kind of liked how Bond took on a guy trying to take over by This Mia mogul, that was really something. Anyway, even so, it was still pretty cool and all. Uh, Another thing is, I do like the music, which was composed by David Arnold. And of course, its theme song, which was done by Grammy Award winning singer Sheryl Crow, who recently released her self titled sophomore album the previous year. Even so, with lots of pretty good action, what have you, and some pretty good music and what have you, but it might not come close to as good as GoldenEye, but nevertheless, I still think it's got potential and what have you. So would I recommend Tomorrow Never Dies? I'd say maybe give it a one-time watch instead of hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'd say give it a one-time watch. If you're not satisfied with it, then don't bother with it again. Okay? So, enough said. So, what are your thoughts on Tomorrow Never Dies? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of The World Is Not Enough, Brosnan's next to last Bond flick. So thanks for watching. If you like this, you may want to check out some of these other movies. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of The Tomorrow War. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Black Widow. The bottom left-hand corner is my review of Jungle Cruise. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.